Well, pickleball is a mix of badminton, ping pong, and tennis. And it was actually created in the 1960s, believe it or not. It's the fastest growing sport in the nation.
It was fun in the sun at Twin Oaks Country Club a few weeks ago as pickleball players from 6 states came to Springfield. They were happy to play and happy to pay.
People love to play, they love to spend their money on a good cause, and this is a good cause.
Players typically come out for a casual game and a good time. However, this tournament holds a little more importance to the Springfield community, especially for the students at McBride Elementary. That's because McBride Elementary lost one of its own 2 years ago when teacher Nick Hostler suddenly died of a heart attack. He was Mr. Nick to his students and others at McBride. His death brought a movement to life as friends and loved ones decided to build a playground in his memory, one designed to serve the students he was so devoted to.
He had the kids that had some really difficult disabilities, and he just was determined to make sure from year to year that those weren't any bigger of a barrier than they had to be for them to be included in as much as they could be. The biggest thing for Nick in reference to his students was they would prefer that you didn't say they can't. He would always prefer that. He would say, but let me show you what they can do.
It was a can-do attitude that led to Mary Kay and Gil Hostler taking part in the groundbreaking for a playground named after their son. Support from the community, everything from a pickleball tournament to a 5K, and other generous donations helped raise over $400,000 so Mr. Nick's inclusive playground could become a reality.
I think the one thing that stands out is when I interviewed him, he had such an incredible love for kids, and he really believed he was going to change the world.
4 years ago, Nick asked Principal Lael Straight why the school didn't have anything for his students to do on the playground. He asked her, "How can we do better?" 2 years after his sudden death, on a fall day in South Springfield, that question was answered.
Welcome to McBride Elementary for the official opening day of Mr. Nick's Inclusive Playground. 3, 2, 1!
We can only imagine what Nick Hostler would have thought about this place bearing his name and serving so many kids of all ages and all abilities and so many people pitching in. Then again, maybe we don't have to imagine.
I'm kind of that crazy mom that says he's here. He is here, and he's watching, and he is smiling big. Of course, he never wanted anybody to fuss on him. So he would have a problem with that, okay? Stop fussing over me, you know, let these people have their fun. He's loving what he's watching. He was a sports enthusiast, so he's a happy guy. He's smiling big, and I think he's real proud, at the same time very humbled.
The butterflies on Mr. Nick's playground will watch over the kids who play here. And Nick's own words of reflection, shared by his father at the ribbon cutting, remind us of a life cut short, but a life well lived.
I've come to realize that the work I do, regardless how big or little the task might be, is making a difference in students' lives.
For HTV Magazine, I'm Becky Gardner reporting. Mr. Nick's Inclusive Playground is not just for children. Adults are welcome, and it's open at nights and on weekends.